When you see this message, that's when Spirit wants you to see it. Okay? So this message is not like has to be watched at a specific time, a specific day, a specific whatever. This message, whenever you find this message, is when Spirit wants you to hear it. Okay? And the big message right now that we're starting with today is to remember you are stronger than you know. Okay? You have this inner strength inside of you. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes you just show your softness and your gentleness, but you have this ferocious strength inside of you. Okay? When you need to tap into it, you've got it, and you will protect all those around you. Just remember that. That's a strong, powerful message right now. All right, let's get into this now, y'all. I think I talked enough at the beginning. And if I cut this down and arrange it, you'll know that somewhere is part of me talking. And if I do that, if I decide to cut the beginning part of this into its own video before the reading, I will let you know. I will put a link to it in the pinned comment. Okay, so now let me say this again just in case. Drinking coffee today. I do not have my moon mug today. This is just one I like to drink every morning. Now that one, but I'm going to say this again just in case I do cut this. Okay, so welcome to the Esoteric Cat Tarot channel. My name is Eve. I have been reading cards since the 1970s. I've been practicing witchcraft since the 1970s. So I'm not like anybody else on this YouTube. Anyway, let's see what Spirit's gonna tell us today, okay, y'all? Besides, we got this too. This was the pre-message message, okay? You're stronger than you know. Remember that. Remember that you are stronger than you know, okay? You have this inner strength inside of you, and you need to remember that. That's the message that came through before this. So let's get a few cards. See what Spirit needs to tell us today. What do we need to know today, Spirit? What is the message we need to know today? All right. All right. I hear you. I hear you. I got it. I walked in here today. These called to me. My crows. It was like, you're using crows today. I'm like, okay. All right, Spirit. Let me know. What does the crow have to tell us today? What do we need to know from the crow? Any more? Any more from the crow, Spirit? That one really wants to come out. Okay. That is the Urban Crow Oracle. This is the light. It's either Light Seer or Light Seeker. I always mix it up. And this is the Enchanted Forest, I think is what it's called. So let's see what Spirit has to tell us. What do you need to tell us, Spirit? That's it for that one. And here's a weird thing that happened. Okay, I'll put my cards in these tarot bags. I make these little bags for my cards. Each set of cards has a different one, right? Evidently, last time when I was reading, I mixed up and I put these cards in the bag for this other oracle deck. So, I think that we need to do, because I don't really use the books, but I keep them with the deck just in case somebody wants to look at it or whatever. Because I read intuitively. But I think we need to do a little bibliomancy or whatever it's called here. We're going to open this to a random page and we're going to read it because this book showed up. So we need to. Glasses. I ain't put my glasses on yet today, y'all. Lightning. There's that card. We see power all around us. It's in the mountains, meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere, such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. Can't talk today. We naturally seek shelter from the storm or are grateful that we are already being sheltered. The demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see that it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. Now, the interesting thing about this lightning and talking about the storms, last night I channeled a message on Threads. I just started a Threads. And I'll put either a link or if I could put the QR up here, I'll do that. But last night I channeled a message on Threads. And in that message, it said to dance in the storm. It spoke about dancing in the storm and the calm after the storm. You know how it's usually said the calm before the storm, the calm after the storm where you would bloom. Go to Threads. Go to Threads and read it. Yeah. If this is speaking to you, this whole lightning thing, and I think it is, I think Spirit wants y'all to go to Threads and read that. I really do. Because otherwise it wouldn't have come up, and otherwise lightning out of everything in this book, talking about a storm, wouldn't come up. Things are not coincidences. Things happen for a reason. So last time I did a reading, I put these in the wrong bag so that then this time we would get this book so that I could open it up and look at that. And last night, Spirit had me channel a reading about storm. So go over to Threads. Go over to my Threads. See what that reading is. Let's turn these cards over. We got Elves Playfulness. Dancing in the dancing in the rain makes me think of that, even though there's no rain or anything on here. Dancing in the rain. Be playful, be childlike. The fairies, the magic, the blue butterfly, which has great significance to me personally. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Let's see what the crows have to tell us. Scavenge, routine, perspective, and communication. Okay, we're going to put this together in a minute. Let's keep these up here. That's our strength. Remember that we're strong card. Let's see what these are. Well, okay. Okay, Spirit. Spirit. Spirit says embrace your playfulness. Embrace your childlike, not childish, but childlike. Or maybe childish when I misspeak. There's a reason. Embrace your childlike joy. Play, play. Chase a butterfly. Stop worrying about scarcity, okay? There is enough, regardless of what the news says, regardless of what anybody says, there is enough in this world for everyone. The problem is the people who try to control it, okay? But you can't have a scarcity mindset and receive abundance. Whatever your mind concentrates on is what manifests, okay? We're energy. We're energy. Now, those of us magical people have been saying this for centuries. And recently, science is catching up to us and what we have always known. And science is proving us right. They're proving alchemists right. We are energy. Everything is energy. And we manifest through energy. What we put out will ripple back to us. Okay? So do not have the scarcity mindset. Do not. Have your childlike joy and wonder. When you were a child, I'm not going to say everybody because there are some circumstances where there were children that were hungry and things like that. But most of the time when you were a child, you didn't think about, okay, well, even if you were a child that was hungry, you didn't think about, is the water bill paid? When you were 5 years old running around in the yard, did you just stop and be like, oh, did the water bill get paid? Did the electric bill get paid? You didn't even know that there was a water bill and an electric bill, right? You just knew water came out the sink and you flipped the lights on. I mean, that wasn't a worry for you. That was an adult worry, right? You were a child just finding your joy every day. And that's what you need to get back to. Stop with the scarcity mindset. And you've gotten into this routine and you just kind of fall into it by default. Um, like when you, I don't know, it almost like pacifies you when you're stressed out. It's busy work. It's not meaningful work. It's not the work you want to be doing to grow yourself spiritually or financially or anything. It's just busy work. Like, okay, here's an example. You know when you get really mad and you go scrub the bathtub to get that energy out? It's kind of busy work, right? Because really you just want to go slap the neighbor. But you can't do that in society. People would frown upon that. You might get arrested. So you go scrub the bathtub. Or you can't deal with what's happening in the living room, like you got your kids or you got your husband and his brother or whatever. Something, just the energy in the living room is not working today. Maybe people are bickering, whatever. And to just escape that energy from the living room, you go do dishes. That's busy work. I mean, it has to be done. Everybody has to do dishes, but that's busy work. And you need to have another perspective on this busy work and on your routine. You need to shift. You need to make sure that you find things that bring you joy and do them. Prioritize that. Prioritize that childlike joy, right? Prioritize playing. When you were a little kid, all you wanted to do was go out and play. You didn't want to do your homework. You had to come in and do your homework because you had to. But you wanted to go out. All you could think about was going out to play, right? Think about going out to play. Stop thinking about the water bill and the electric bill. Thinking about them is not doing anything, right? Stop getting up in the morning and putting in a load of laundry just because you've always done that. And so that's the first thing you do in the morning. And so that sets your intention for the day. Your intention for the day is dealing with other people's dirty clothes. Think about that. Think about it. Look at it from a different perspective. What is the first thing you do in the morning? The first thing you do in the morning should be something you do for yourself that brings you joy, peace, love, connects you with spirit, and it doesn't have to be a really long thing. It can just be 2 minutes, 1 minute. Wake up, go outside, look at the sun, and just be thankful that the sun rose today. And then that puts you in a better vibration, right? Then you are vibrating with joy and gratitude instead of vibrating with scarcity. And instead of setting your intention that day to deal with other people's dirty crap, you set your intention that day to have peace and joy. See, it's that simple. And that's what you have to do. You have to change that perspective, okay? You have to change this perspective. And also about housework. This is something that I myself am working on because I hate to do housework. Okay, I saw this quote and I was like, oh my gosh, this is me. And it's like uh something about like, oh, I can't remember it now. But it was something about very interesting women don't spend their time doing housework, and I come from a long line of very interesting women, or something like that. And I'm not saying we didn't do housework, because we did, but we also, because you just have to do things. It's just life. It just sucks, and it's life. Um, Believe me, I wish I had enough money, just like I'm sure a lot of y'all watching, to hire someone who enjoys cleaning house to come and clean my house. And then I can free up my time to do other things that I enjoy. Because there are people who enjoy cleaning their house. One of my really good friends loves cleaning house. That's what she does all day, and she loves it. She doesn't do it out of have to or necessity, or she's the only person that does it. She loves doing it. Me, on the other hand, I hate it. But instead of hating it and being like, oh my God, I have to go do the dishes. Ugh, I hate them the worst, right? Or, oh my God, I have to clean this toilet. I have to scrub the toilet, and this is so disgusting, right? Or whatever. I have to scoop the litter box, right? Like, I'm just trying to think of the grossest things that I hate the most. So instead of framing it like that, this goes with, intentions, setting intentions. Frame it like, I get to provide a clean space for my cats to go to the bathroom. I am blessing my cats by cleaning up their space. I'm also blessing my space by not having stink, right? I am blessing and showing gratitude for the meals that I have ate by doing these dishes. I am grateful that I have indoor plumbing that I can clean, because there are a lot of people without indoor plumbing. I know I've talked about that a couple times, but it just astounds me as a woman to think that you would not have access at all to indoor plumbing, especially if it's, that time of the month and stuff like that, or you're pregnant or whatever. But anyway, you you change your perspective, right? You change your perspective on it, and it sets your intentions to be better. You reframe it. You reframe it so that it's positive and joy and gratitude and not scarcity. This is negative language. Don't use that negative language. Find joy in everything, okay? If you look at it, even stuff that you hate, you can reframe it some way and find joy. You can. You just have to spend that time. And look, do you see this card? What's it doing? Storming. See it storming? I'm telling you, Spirit, Spirit is sending some messages about storm. Storm, definitely. I have that channeled message on my threads. This, the thing out of here about the lightning. There's a lot of connection with the storm, and this being the communication card. Spirit is sending messages. Spirit is sending messages in the weather. Spirit is sending messages in the storm, the wind. The other day, I had the reading that was all about messages on the wind. Now we're looking at the calm after the storm. I think right now we're leading up into the storm, maybe because of all the stuff happening in the world. I mean, I don't even want to think what we're doing right now over in Iran and in the Middle East. And also, I really don't want to think about what's happened to all of those children in the Epstein files right now. So I don't even want to cover any of that, but we're definitely in a storm on a lot of levels and cosmically, because we have this, I just want to call it a reckoning moon. I do. I don't know why. Spirit is telling me to say it is a reckoning. This blood moon is a reckoning. So this is going to post after the blood moon. So let's see. Let's see if it was a reckoning. Is it a reckoning for the individual? Is it a reckoning for the world? I don't know. But Spirit has been communicating a lot lately with me the last 48 hours or so. A lot of messages have been coming through. And maybe this is one that you need to pay attention. Maybe there are messages coming through to you too. But you need to really pay attention to the messages that's coming through from Spirit, especially around the storm, around the calm after the storm. Interesting. There's a knife on the cutting board, so like you're cutting things away. There's also the flowers. So it's like the flowers blooming, which was in my channeled message on threads. So interesting. Y'all like my new tablecloth? Sorry. Okay, now let me take a deep breath because this was Spirit's been telling me a lot and want me to communicate a lot, and some of the things I don't think I can say on YouTube, and I don't want to polarize my audience. I'm still new to this, so I need the messages to reach everyone, not for someone to just close down because maybe they believe something a little different than I do. So I need that to be open. Communication right now is a very important thing in the world. A lot of us are not communicating. A lot of us are hiding behind our devices and not communicating. We are being separate from the world, very separate from the world. We think we're not. We think we're connected. We think that our phones connect us, but our phones really separate us a lot. A lot. One of the things I've been doing this year, first of all, in January, I took like a digital detox, and I didn't really get on social media or my phone for the whole month almost. It was very nice, and gave me a lot of time to think. And so, what I'm working on now as I continue into the year, because I do have to be on social media because of the nature of the stuff that I do. Um, but I think I'm going to limit my phone access every day, and I think at least one day a week I'm not going to be on my phone. And something that I do, and you can do this too, The only notifications I have turned on my phone are the ones that are important. TikTok's not important. Instagram's not important. You get what I'm saying? The only time my phone makes a noise is when someone sends me a text message. I get a notification by Facebook Messenger because I talk with a lot of my friends through Facebook Messenger. Not Facebook, but Facebook Messenger. And people that I want to talk to on the phone have their own ringtone. So if you call me and my just regular ringtone plays, I don't bother to even look at the phone, let alone answer. You can leave a message, and if I feel like it, I might listen to it one day and respond. Because if you know me, you know to text. But yeah, I don't turn all those notifications on. They just disrupt your life. So whatever somebody is posting on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook or whatever, even Threads, I don't have those notifications turned on. When I feel like checking it, I check it. If I don't feel like checking it for 3 days, I don't check it for 3 days. The world goes on without me on these social apps. And my world is a lot more peaceful without them. So that's just something you can do. We're talking all about communication here. Communication from spirit. If you're too busy, tied up with your routine of got to check that phone, got to check. Do not touch your phone when you first wake up in the morning, okay? Do not. Do not. Just don't. When you first wake up in the morning, and we were talking about this, looking at stuff from a different perspective, setting intentions first thing in the morning. If you touch that phone first thing in the morning, what intention have you set? That you are tied to electronics. Remember, do something for 1 minute or 2 minutes that's just you, that sets your intention for the day. Lay in bed and stretch like a cat. Just feel yourself in your body, coming awake. Breathe. Feel the joy of just being alive for a minute. There's your intention. Break those ties, okay? You can't listen to spirit if you're listening to the phone. Spirit ain't gonna send you a Instagram, okay? You're not going to get a notification. Spirit's not gonna do. You gotta put that phone down. Put down that phone. Okay, now, y'all, things are moving fast this year. We already know that. This is Fire Horse year, and shit is moving faster and faster and faster this year. We know that. I mean, it's March, y'all. Can you believe it? It's March. It is March. I haven't even finished my to-do list from December of 2025. If I want to be honest, I haven't finished my to-do list from, I don't know, 2023 probably. It just seems like time sped up after COVID. Oh my God, I mentioned COVID. Is that going to get me flagged? I don't know. Who knows? They keep changing the rules here. But things are moving fast, and we know that. We know things are moving fast. But you know what? We need to take some time. We need to take some time to what? We need to change our perspective. We need to take some time to what? Communicate with spirit and listen to spirit. We need to take some time and what? Change up our routine. Set your positive intentions in the day for you in the mornings, okay? So we need to take some time and do what? We need to find our joy and our playfulness again. That should be your first thing you do in the morning. Do something that brings you joy, peace, or happiness, okay? Joy, peace, or happiness. That's your priority every morning. We're going to connect more with spirit, okay? This connection is strong, y'all. It's strong. As above, so below, okay? As above, so below. And the only way you can connect with spirit is you got to take some of that time. You got to take some of that time and go within yourself and don't worry about the crap outside. See all this crap outside her bubble? See all that? That's them phone notifications. That's all them phone notifications. That's all that social media. That's them bills and what's happening in politics and what's happening in the world. That's all that stuff. She can't control that stuff. Okay? The only thing you can control is yourself and what is in your bubble. All right? You can only control yourself and what is in your bubble. You can't control all this stuff on the outside. You can't control what is happening on the other side of the world. You can't individually, as one person, control what our government is doing. You can participate as an organized group, okay? But you can't do that to the detriment of your life. But you have to go in here. You have to listen to your soul and what your soul wants and what spirit wants. Because you know what? And y'all, I was a community organizer for years and years and years. I don't know if I've ever said this on here. Don't know if any of y'all know about like Occupy, that whole movement. It was a worldwide movement. I was involved in that. As a child, I was involved in the women's movement of the 70s. My mother was, and so was I. Um, so I've been involved in all of this stuff forever, but you can't be involved in it to the detriment of yourself, okay? And this stuff is always going to be happening. This stuff of the world is always going to be happening. It is all the tests and tribulations that we have to go through. And I know that sounded like Bible speak, but you know, all religions, when they come down to it, they're all the same, really. Even though the different religions cause a lot of wars. It's all the same. It's all the same. Think about it. Think about all of the teachings. Buddhist, Muslim, Christian, all of it. It's all the same. It's all the same. Okay? It's all about a connection with the higher source. And with you being your best self. And treating others as you would like to be treated. Treating others with love. Sending out what you only want to receive back. See what I'm saying? All of it. Every religion in the world has a golden rule, if you call it that. Do unto others as you do unto yourself, or whatever the Christian saying is. Every religion. I did a study. I took world religions class and did a study on it. And every religion, every major religion in the world has basically a golden rule that's basically the same thing. So all of this, trials, tribulations, all of this stuff that's happening in the world, it's going to continue to happen. It's in the world. It's of the world. We exist in the world, but this is just one of many lifetimes. And we are here on our own journey. Part of our journey may be healing the world. Okay, that may be something that you are here to do, is to help heal the world. But if you can't heal yourself, you can't heal the world. If you're too busy losing your mind over crazy crap like the things coming out in these files, you can't help the world. You can't help yourself. If you lose your connection to spirit and you are worshiping the phone, you can't help yourself or anybody. Okay, so you have to nurture yourself. It's kind of like the airplane. Put your mask on first before you put it on your kid, right? Take care of yourself, nurture yourself. Find your joy in the morning, first thing when you get up. Your peace, joy, happiness, love. That intention for the day. I'm telling you, and don't let this crap, the crap you can't control, don't let it control your day. Don't let it control your soul. Don't let it control your spirit. Worrying about, sitting around worrying about what's happening on the other side of the world, or what's happening in a Fortune 500 company, all of that don't do nothing but stress you out and eat up your day. Unless you can actually do something to change it, you got to let it go sometimes. I'm not saying don't be aware, because you need to be aware of what's happening. You need to be aware that this system fucks us all. It doesn't matter what your political party is. It doesn't matter what country you live in. The political system that runs this world fucks us all. What we can control is ourselves. our reaction, and loving ourselves and loving our neighbors and loving each other. So don't let this bullshit, all of this shit coming at you. See it coming at you, trying to stab your bubble, trying to pop your bubble. Don't let it. Stay in your bubble. Stay in your bubble, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to connect with spirit. That's the only way you're going to get the true communications from spirit. You have to allow yourself to feel the joy. You have to open yourself up to hear the voice, okay? You have to open yourself up to hear it. You can't just be distracted by everything on the outside. You can't. You got to find this joy. You got to find this playfulness. You got to quit worrying. You got to go commune with the fairies. Watch a butterfly. Look at the moon smile. You know? don't do this. Don't worry about this. Okay? Don't do that scarcity and worry, and that's how they want you. That's how they want you to be. They want you to be like that. Okay? They want you to be scared because then you can be controlled. If you're scared and you're worried about, I don't have enough, I can't feed my children, I can't do this, I can't do this. Can't is a way to control you. All these can'ts is a way that they can control you. So stop saying can't, say can. This is what I can do. I can do this. I can protect myself. I can listen to spirit. I can live in love and peace. I can share what I have with my neighbors to make life better. I can lift up and vibrate on a higher frequency to help change this world. I can come together with others to make a difference in the community that I live in. Okay? And when all that happens, you're stepping through that gate to that beautiful horizon. Look at that. You're going to catch that wave. You're going to catch that wave of happiness, okay? You're going to catch that wave. You're looking off into the horizon and you're waiting. You're just waiting for that amazing wave to come in so you can ride it. That wave of joy, that wave of happiness, that wave of love from spirit. So you can just ride that wave into the sunset and show your gratitude for that wave, right? That's what this is. This is a joyful reading. Waiting on that wave to come in. Okay, that wave's coming. That wave is coming, y'all. That wave of joy and happiness. This tablecloth likes to scoot a little bit, don't it? That joy and happiness is coming. It's coming. But protect your bubble. Okay, I know it sounds crazy. It makes it think like my kids when my kids are little, and it was like, "This is my bubble. Don't get in my bubble," because your brother or whatever will get real close to you like this and go like, "I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you." Yeah. But do you see in her bubble? I just keep talking about this bubble. Do you see her spirit? Do you see spirit? Do you see this? She's not letting this. And do you see this? She has like a barrier here. That's her barrier here between herself, her love, her communing with spirit, her knowing herself, her setting intentions of positivity. There's this barrier, and these things can't get to her. No matter how much they're poking at her, no matter how much that phone's notifications is happening and all that stuff, they can't get to her because you know why? Because she has faith. She knows that spirit loves her. She is part of spirit and she is loved no matter what. And she knows that if she sets intentions every morning of playful joy, happiness, and spirit, then her life will be amazing. And you know who she is? She's you. She's you, honey. She's you. All you got to do is listen to spirit. Spirit is trying to communicate with you, okay? Trying to communicate with you. Look at that. Open it up. Open up and listen to what spirit is trying to communicate. It's that easy. Open yourself up. Quit worrying about things of the world. Okay? The things of the world are going to continue to happen, whether you're here or not in this lifetime. Okay? You have a sole purpose in this lifetime. And in order to fulfill your soul purpose, you have to open up and communicate with the goddess, okay? With spirit, with God, which whatever you want to call your higher power. You have to open up and communicate. You have to be willing to hear the messages that are coming through. Okay? There are messages all around you. There are messages on the wind. There are messages in the storm. There are messages all around you. Just open yourself up and believe that you're worthy of these messages and you need to hear them. If you keep hearing something over and over, listen to it. Listen to it, okay? Listen to it. Remember above all else on this reading, what we started out with. Remember that you are stronger than you know. You are stronger than you know. You are able to protect those around you. You are able to put your face to the world, but you know that you have this inner strength that no one can take away. Okay? Remember that. You are stronger than you know. You have come through it all. You've survived every day you've been through, haven't you? You're alive right now. You're alive right now. So that means every bad day you've had, you've survived it. You're going to keep on surviving, honey. You just going to keep on surviving. You realize that, okay? You realize that. You realize that you are important, that you need to be the priority in your life. You need to be the priority in your life. Through the strength of spirit, you can build this barrier, okay? It's not going to let all this crap come in. You can find this childlike joy. Find your joy. Set your into every morning. Pick one of the three: joy, peace, or happiness. That's it. You can't pick anything else. You can't pick grumpy. You can't pick irritated. You have to pick peace, joy, or happiness. Pick one of those. Set your intentions. Go outside, look at the sun, and say, thank you for this amazing, joyous day. Lay in bed and stretch. Feel yourself coming awake in your body and be like, I am so happy to be awake this day and feel my body coming awake. Telling y'all right now. Telling you, all this outside noise, all this, they're trying to keep us controlled. Don't let it happen. Spirit is sending messages all over the place, all over the place. You got to look at it from a different perspective. Don't just march in line. Don't just fall for whatever somebody's telling you. Look within yourself. You have the knowledge. You know what's true and what's not. Think about it. You know what's true and what's not. Sit down and listen to your soul. It will tell you what is true and what is not. This has been a powerful reading here, hasn't it? Spirit's had a lot to say. A whole lot to say. And we have to remember things are coming fast this year. They're just going to keep on coming. This year, things are just going to keep on coming. This is the fire horse year. And it is just lighting it up. It's lighting it up, okay? Fire can either destroy or cleanse. Remember that. Yeah. It's starting to rain here. I hear the raindrops. So, I think that's it, y'all. I think this reading. This has been a powerful, powerful reading. I will be interested when I watch this back because my readings are channeled. I don't always remember everything that was said during the reading because they come through me, not from me. And I will be interested to see what all this reading has in store. So, powerful, y'all, powerful. If this spoke to you in some way, just drop me a comment. Drop me a comment. Let me know something. Write in the comment. Are you choosing joy, happiness, or peace? All you got to do is write the word. Joy, happiness, or peace. Which one are you choosing in the morning? Tell me. Which one are you choosing? Joy, happiness, or peace? Okay? Subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. That way you get notified whenever I post videos. I do these collective readings once a week, and I do a bunch of other stuff throughout the month. Also, like this video, that lets me know that you liked it, okay? That I've reached you in some way, that this message spoke to you when you liked the video. I already talked about commenting and share this out to somebody. I know that you know somebody that can't leave their phone alone, right? Somebody that is like constantly, that phone is going off, notifications and stuff. Send this message to them. Send this message to them in a text message so they get a notification about this message. How meta is that, huh? Let's send them this video. Send it to them and be like, here is a message for you from Spirit. And then they will get that notification and it will be coming right from Spirit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Share this out with somebody. Somebody that needs to hear it, share it. I know there's people that need to hear it. Definitely. Anyway, that's been this reading, y'all. And thanks for being here. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better than I did when I first started this reading. When I first sat down here today to do this, I was circling that rabbit hole. Now I'm feeling a lot clearer, a lot better. I'm feeling that connection with the world that I needed. Anyway, thanks for being here and thanks for allowing my energy to connect with your energy. Love your faces. Kisses.